Welcome to Walks with Moss. Today we're going to go on a bicycle hiking adventure. We're going to head straight down this hill, down to a valley, and then up another hill to a lake where there's supposed to be some brook trout. But I'm not going to call this a fishing adventure. This is a hiking and biking adventure. If I catch a fish, then maybe I'll post it as a fishing trip then. But for now, this is just a hiking trip. And this is going to be our first big adventure since we moved. Bella is so ready to go hiking. So let's do this. Come join us. We are very close to the Vance Creek trestle. It's just around the corner there. And there is a back way to the other side of the Vance Creek trestle that you could get to through here, but it's posted, very posted. Green Diamond definitely does not want anyone taking the back way to the Vance Creek Bridge. This is going to be a hard hike. We're going to start out by going straight down this hill, which means we have to finish by going back up the hill. As soon as I start heading down here, we're committed. Come on, Bella. Let's do this. There's a good view of where we're going. You can see that cut bank there. We're gonna follow that up and then that direction towards our lake. Ooh, what's that? Look at that, sedimentary rock. Ooh, don't see that very often in the Olympics. Cool. Look at that. Something other than basalt in the Olympics. I wonder if there's any fossils in there. I should check now before I'm worn out. This appears to be some sort of clay, and I think I am seeing some fossils in there. Right there, I think there's a clam fossil. Cool. Old marine fossils. This was underwater at some point. I mean, that sure looks like it could have been part of a clam. Cool. What else is in here? Yeah, there's a lot of little white specks in here, which I think are seashells. You can see on the edge there. Yeah, look at that. That is most definitely a clam fossil. Very cool. Oh, a snail fossil too. Right here. There's a snail fossil. Cool. This is the first time I've found fossils in the Olympics. That is awesome. Yeah. And there's part of a clam there. Very cool. I have a new fossil spot. These layers break apart pretty easily. Awesome. Very, very cool. But today isn't about fossils. Today is about our bike ride. Although I could stay here all day hunting fossils. Wow, there's lots of stuff in here. This is cool. Okay, back to our bike ride though. May have to come back here and explore this again some other day. I'm going to leave that snail fossil there for right now. I doubt that I'll take it home with me. Very cool though. I have never found fossils in the Olympics before, but I've started paying more attention to the rock formations. Yeah, we're going up there. Not the very top, But that road, second road down you see going up, that's where we're going. The very top up there is South Mountain. Wow, Bella just jumped down from there. Wish I could have captured it. That was pretty impressive. Let's keep going. Bella is so full of piss and vigor today. She's well overdue for a good long hike. She's going to get it today. I never could have done a trip like this with Sage. She was never healthy enough for this sort of thing. Bella, though, Bella is a field trial Springer Spaniel. So she has tons of energy. We've made it to the bottom of the hill. The wind is kicking up and clouds are coming down the mountain. I've got my raincoat, but no rain pants. But I've also got my tarp. We should be good. I think this is Vance Creek. Yeah, it's got to be Vance Creek. What else could it be? So we've made it down to Vance Creek. Vance Creek Bridge is up there. Oh, this is such a pretty area. I should have brought some camping gear and made a night of this. This would be a beautiful spot to camp. Maybe I will one day. Just got to get up the nerve. Now, we have to go all the way up there and around the corner quite a ways. We're still going down just a little bit. And I need to get my map out to make sure of the exact route. I'm not sure if we turn right here or continue straight ahead. We just came up this road here. It's kind of a little back way. You can't go the main way because it's posted, sadly. It's okay to go to the lake. You just can't take the shortest route to get there because it's posted due to Vance Creek Bridge. So we had to take a longer route than I was hoping. But now we're back on what was my original planned route. And we're doing some serious climbing here. We're looking back down on the bridge we crossed when we got to the bottom of the hill. We've done a fair amount of climbing already. I sure hope this wind stops soon. Yuck. Stopping to take a little break here. Really worked hard to get this far. We've made it 3 miles. We've got 2 miles to go, and it's pretty much uphill. The topo lines seem kind of flat, but I remember it being pretty much uphill. The wind, I think, is back behind us now. I think we're done with the wind. The sun's coming out. I wish I'd packed a bit more water up here. No water till we get to the lake, I guess. Oh well. We're making good progress anyway. Back on the bike. There's water down there, sweetheart, and I know you're thirsty. Go on down there and get it. Go on. There she goes. She's finding her way down there. I'll stay up here. And she's in the water. Good dog. She's having a nice drink down there. I don't know if we can see her between the tree branches. No, I don't see her. She's down there though. Oh, she's coming back up the other side. So she went up the creek and back the other side. All right. Good dog. Oh yeah, that's a way better way. That route you found up is way better. Good dog. You have a nice drink? You can go down there and get some more, honey. We got time. We got time. There's a guy named Brandon who went missing out here last fall, and there was a lot of search parties for him. I think that's what these pink ribbons here are about. They still haven't found him. He was up on a road over on the other side of the valley. At least that's where they found his truck. The theory is he was going to the same lake that we're going to right now. There goes Bella down for another drink. The lake is off over in that direction, but what a dark, foreboding view that is over there. Wow. Let's wander over here and see if we can get a peek at the Vance Creek Bridge. No, I guess the only view is back there. Okay. We'll have to save looking at the Vance Creek Bridge for the trip back then. Sorry about the wind, not much I can do about it. I think they found Brandon's truck over there on the other side of the valley on that road there. But up there, maybe at that higher point, or like just around the corner from that high point, somewhere around in there. But to get to where we're going from here, he'd have to go way up the valley and come back around. We're coming in from the opposite direction from which he was headed. We've made it to the lake. It's so windy, I don't know if we'll be able to do much fishing. I know the lake is down in a deep hole, so it's protected a little bit from the wind, but it's, I don't know. We have arrived. I feel like there's a little bit better access to this on the other side of the culvert though, so I'm going to go back up the other way. I know the access to this lake isn't very good. I seriously doubt there's going to be any fishing happening here today. The access to the lake is bad and it's really windy. We got to go back to the first access point though. That's the only access point apparently. I thought I remembered there being an access point up here too. So I guess we gotta go back around that way. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other access, so I guess this is it. Oh, wait. Down here, there's like a little trail. Is this where we want to go? Yeah, this is it. Wow, no wonder I missed this. This is where we want to go in. Down here. Look at those thimbleberries. There's some deer bones down here. Here's the skull even. That's a pretty decent deer skull, just minus the jawbone. No one's been here in a while. There's the hoofs, the backbone. I don't see the bottom jaw. Wow. Deer skull. Yeah, wow. People really aren't traveling here much these days. I'm going to put this up where Bella can't chew on it. I might take it home. I don't know. Here's the lake. We made it. I haven't been here in a while. It used to be way easier to get here. But Green Diamond has cut off the access to almost everything. Maybe you can drive here in the fall during hunting season, I don't know. We're not going to get out to the main part of the lake to fish, that's for sure. But this spot right here looks plenty good enough. It's deep and there's lots of log cover for the fish. And it's not too windy. There's lots of snags down there. I might use a bobber, I'm not sure though, because it's gonna just blow right straight back at me. Might be better just to have a lead on the bottom, but I'm almost certain to get snagged if I do that. I think I'll have a cup of coffee while I think about it. I think I'll go ahead and reveal the name of this lake since it's so little traveled and we want to keep the access open. This is Haven Lake, which is on the flank of South Mountain in the Southern Olympics. All right, let's go have a cup of coffee and strategize. I think I'll go ahead and put my rod together and then I'll make my coffee. Got this really cool ultralight packable rod that my dad gave me. My dad said that brook trout take earthworms, but I really don't like the idea of using live bait. I just think it's cruel. So I've got these fake earthworms. They're kind of expensive, but they last a while. And I could just put half of one on. I think I'll go with a whole one for now. Hopefully that will entice a brook trout. And then I'm going to use a bobber up here above my leader. I've got a couple feet of leader. And I'm going to rig up a bobber and cast this out. So my thought is to just drop this in just on the other side of this log I'm sitting on. Maybe there'll be some fish hiding out there. I think I'll go ahead and cast it that way because the way the wind is blowing, it's going to end up under that log. There we go. There's my cast. And the worm is just above the bottom there. So I'm just going to set my rod down here and make some coffee. And I don't have super high hopes for this, but I'm here and I've got my rod, so I may as well try. Now I'm going to get way back away from this log because if there are any fish under it, I'm probably scaring them. So I'll go way up here and watch my rod from up here. I see some sort of little fish down there. It was looking at my worm, but it was a real little fish. Not something I actually would want to catch. I have a feeling that was a bass that was looking at my rig. I actually need to walk down here to see if my worm is even up off the ground. Oh, that's a newt. That's a newt. Maybe it wasn't even a fish. Let's drop the GoPro in the lake and see if we can see any fish. There were no fish, but at least we saw some newts. It was really hard for me to get the camera to point at the newts though, because I was dangling it from the end of my fishing rod. Okay, Bella, no, right into my rod. All wrapped up. Go, 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 go. Bella's being a bit of a nuisance. She's anxious because I guess she doesn't want to sit here. I can't cast very far out there with all the logs and stuff in the way. And the problem with casting right here is that I can see my bait, which means if there's any fish in here, they can see me. I got it cast right where I want it, but I'll really have to keep a close eye on Bella if I'm actually going to be able to set my rod down here, which is what I want to do. I'll try again here. I should really just concentrate on eating because I think fishing is just going to be frustrating here. Bella is driving me crazy. She won't stop pestering me. It's to the point where I don't even want to sit down because she just won't get out of my face. She's got her dog food. I think she wants half of my ramen, but she's going to have to wait for that. I've went ahead and cast my bobber on the other side of a log over there. So if I actually got a bite, I'd have to get the fish up over that log, but that's okay. I don't think I'm getting a bite. And that log is serving the purpose of keeping the bobber out in the water instead of blowing it directly to shore. But this dog just will not leave me alone. What do you want? What do you want from me, Bella? Give me a break. She's just driving me bonkers. Go play or something. Oh my God. What does Bella want? I don't know what she wants. I know what she wants. She wants my lunch. You're not getting it. You have your own lunch. She finally quit pestering me and started digging a hole to lay down. I hope she just lays down. Oh my gosh, she's driving me bonkers today. Maybe she doesn't like it here in the wind. Maybe it creeps her out too. I don't know. It's almost time for a bite to eat, as my grandma would say. Today I'm having my usual noodles with lots of dried matsutake mushroom. Wait a minute. That might be King Belit. And a ton of smoked trout. And some bell peppers. And some salt. Bella's finally settled down a little bit. Found a nice stick to chew on. That's the same size stick that Pogo would chew on, actually. As soon as those are done boiling, I'll let them simmer for a little bit, and then I'll throw my ramen noodles in. And then I'll probably give half of the noodles to Bella, as usual. Because when I add all that trout and mushrooms and stuff, a full package of noodles is too much. Yeah, that's what Bella wants. She wants her noodles. She's ignoring her dog food. She likes her noodles. I don't suppose that's the best food in the world for a dog, but she's burning so many calories running behind me. It was 5 miles getting in here, and obviously it's going to be another 5 getting back, so this is going to be a 10-mile hike for Bella. So she can have a little treat. There you go, sweetheart. There you go. She sure loves ramen. This has stopped boiling, so I'll throw my ramen in now. Not the seasoning packet. It's noodle time. I've got nearly a whole smoked trout in here. When my smoked trout doesn't turn out too good, I dehydrate it and then add it to my noodles, and then it's just delicious. And I've also got what I thought was matsutake, but looking at it now, I think it might be King Belit. Let's taste it and see. Oh, that is so good. This King Belit. Awesome. Oh, that is so delicious. What a gourmet meal out here. Ramen noodles, so yeah, maybe that's not gourmet, but smoked trout and King Belit. You can't beat that. Oh, this is tasty. Wow. What a nice meal. I've given up any chance of catching a brook trout here today, so I'm going to toss my frog out, see if there's any bass action. But I don't know if I really should, because, whoa, what was that? That was a bass. I don't know if I should cast this frog with this rod, because this rod is so light. But let's see what happens. That was a bass, and that's the second time I've seen that jump. Okay, come get my frog. It's probably seen me, though. I bet you if I had a Senko and I wacky rigged it, that bass would go for this. Silly me for not having a Senko. No nibbles on the frog. I have some lures I could use here, but I would just lose them so quickly, it's not worth trying. I think it's about time to pack up and go home, because it's going to be a lot of work getting back up out of here. I gotta push my bike up that hill that I went down at the start. Yep. So let's head on out of here, and we'll check out the Vance Creek trestle on the way out. There's a great view of it. We'll probably see people down there. And then we'll check out those fossils again. There it is, way down there. The Vance Creek Bridge. I don't see anybody on it. Usually there's someone down there. No one's allowed to be on it. It can be fun just to sit up here and watch all the people down there. We're here. I went there before they tore all the ties off of it, and it was a lot easier to get out onto it. Now you really have to be a daredevil to go out there. Let's carry on. Let's head for the fossil spot. I think I'll have enough energy to spend a fair amount of time looking for fossils. There's a little snake plant dead in the middle of the road. Right there. Hey, buddy. I see you. I see you. We don't have any venomous snakes in Western Washington, which is pretty cool. Hey, buddy. What you doing? You're just a little baby. Little baby garter snake. Just a little baby. Garter snakes will bite, but it's generally only the females that do when they're expecting. Not little babies like this. Let's get you out of the middle of the road in case a car comes, huh? Maybe I'll just let you do what you want. We're looking back down at where we have to go. You can see some roads down there and then a road going up. We have to be on that road. And we're not allowed to take that road there. It's posted because if you go down that way, it leads to the Vance Creek Bridge. They don't want anybody there. So we have to go that way around a really, really long way just to get where we're going, unless we want to risk getting caught trespassing on a day when we have the whole area entirely to ourselves. There's the Skokomish Valley there again. Yeah, we got to get up there. Now, Fossil Bank is right around in there too. Luckily, we don't have to climb up quite as high this time. We're higher still, I think, than we're going to climb to get back to our car. Lots of nice foxglove blooming everywhere. I love foxglove. We're well over halfway down the hill now, but I have to take a break because my hands are sore from holding on to the brakes. There's no way I'm going to bomb down this hill. No way. I actually have to stop and let my tired hands rest from braking. And now I'm taking another break because my brakes are getting hot. Wow. I just barely touched them to see how hot they were and burned my thumb. And I could feel my brakes starting to fade too. Wow. I'm going to have to either wait here for a while or start walking down this hill, which I might do, because I really would like to get off this hill as quickly as possible. And this is the direction we have to go back now, because if we went the direct way, we would be trespassing. So we just came from there. But if Green Diamond wasn't so worried about protecting the Vance Creek Bridge, we could have gone this way. Criminal trespass. Interesting. I thought trespassing was a civil matter. No difference though. We came from that way there. Beautiful flowers. Beautiful flowers everywhere. And we are at the very bottom of the hill. So from here on out, pretty much, once we get across this bridge down here, we are going to be pushing the bike up the hill that I rode down at the start of the hike. We were way up there. Now we're way down here. This will be good for Bella. She's had to run a bit behind me as I went downhill. Although I walked about a quarter of the way down because it was just so steep I didn't feel comfortable on my bike and my brakes were getting so hot. I think we'll take a coffee break down here at this creek. Look at her having a nice drink. What a lovely spot. Here's some cool moss. I think it's Scolaria aquatica. Now that I've moved, I can get my microscope set up again, and I'll start sharing microscopic pictures of these mosses again. Montia parvifolia, according to Seek. I have never found this before. Reminds me of hen and chicks. I think it's a succulent. I don't know. It's got a gorgeous little flower too. See if we can find it. There we go. Look at that. Cool little plant. Here we go. The part of this hike I've been looking forward to the least. It is all uphill to the car now. Time to get off and walk. This isn't that bad. It's a pretty gentle grade, and it's nice to look at. There's some cottonwoods down there. Could be a place to look for verpas next spring. Here's the last water until we get to the car. I think these daisies here are considered an invasive species, and it's illegal to transport them. But they sure are pretty. We're coming up to the sedimentary rocks again. I'm trying to figure out how they got here. A couple different ways I can think of. They could have been part of the accretionary wedge when Silesia was joining the North American continent. Or could also have been the remnants of a glacial lake. There could have been a glacial lake that filled up this whole valley once upon a time. But I don't know, it would have had to fill it up for a very long time for these fossils to arrive here, although we do have salmon fossils nearby. I guess the way to solve this maybe would be to determine if these were freshwater fossils or saltwater fossils. If they're saltwater fossils, then I think they'd be part of an accretionary wedge. And if they're freshwater fossils, then maybe they're part of a glacial lake. So there's certainly plenty of space down there for a lake. And that looks like a glacier valley because it's U-shaped. It's not V-shaped. That's definitely a glacial valley down there. Definitely. So let's take a look through here again and see what more fossils we can find. There's this gray sediment and then some kind of orangish sediment that's got stuff mixed in. So I just poked around at the surface of that bank over there and found a lot of stuff right on the surface. Here's the snail. I think that's the same one as before. And then some clams there. And then this stuff, which maybe is fossil. I mean, not fossil. Maybe is coral. And if this is coral, then that tells me this has got an under the sea origin. It might be pretty old stuff. I'm going to see if iNaturalist can ID this stuff. I think I've seen this stuff before on a video. So here's how I'm finding these. I just walk up to this and take a look on the bank or at the bottom. See, there's some clam right there. And just kind of gently sift around, see what I can see. Like, here we go. There's a clam. And then I've been seeing stuff just sticking out of this bank, like right there. Some sort of fossils right there. Some more up there. This is really cool. I think those are called horn corals, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I don't even have to disturb this bank at all. Just look at it and you can see the stuff. Like, here's a whole layer of stuff right there. I don't know what this red stuff is. It reminds me of the substrate we find the leaf fossils in Tukwila. But I'm not seeing anything fossil-like in here. I did some more poking around and found mostly the same stuff. This is suspiciously clam-shaped. This could be a concretion with fossils inside of it. Especially, what are you doing, Bella? What are you doing? Especially this one here. I think these three things are concretions. And there's the nicest horn coral that I found, right there. I'm not going to keep any of this stuff though, it's all too fragile. And it's private property. I've never found a horn coral before though, so that's pretty cool. So I think that's going to wrap up this adventure. Definitely will not classify this as a fishing adventure because there were no fish. Well, we maybe saw one jump, but that was it. Anyway, there's the fossil bed. If you're interested in looking for it, just head towards the direction of the Vance Creek Bridge, but stop one turn short of that at a gated road on what used to be known as the evacuation route. And I'm not sure how far down we are. We're ways down, but we're a ways up too, so just wander down the road till you find it. Okay, thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that. I'm sorry I didn't see some of my most recent comments until later. I have trouble getting notifications, but when I see them, I definitely answer them. I really appreciate the feedback. And what's in there, Bella? You're crazy. Until next time, thanks for watching.